brand image. However, brand immigrants who claim group membership pose a threat to the image and distinctiveness of selective brands. Marketers want to minimize the negative effect of brand immigration. To do so, Beleza and Kenan, who studied brand immigrants, suggest that luxury brands should limit outsiders' access to the product when they are not part of the brand's in-group. For example, Burberry could have launched the cap, but only as a limited edition. Marketers should also increase the perceived separation between core products and brand extension. In other words, you want to construct walls between the core users and the brand immigrants. Burberry could, for example, have launched distinct packaging, separate distribution channel, or separate customer service in order to highlight the difference between its core line, reserved to premium user, its core target, and its sidelines, which are more affordable. Lastly, it might be interesting for the brand to create a more positive perception of the brand immigrant. I know that most of our examples come from B2C brands, and that you might feel that organizational barriers are too rational to care for brands, that they might be choosing on explicit criteria of quality and reliability, for example. However, brands remain valuable for B2B consumers, as can be shown by those famous brands such as Teflon, which propose industrial coating, or Intel Inside. Branding is in fact essential in business-to-business marketing. Developing brand awareness among the customers of your customers can create pull for your brand. Branding also increases your odds of being placed on a bid list and convey a number of intangible benefits to business buyers. For example, research has shown that successful branding can increase both buyer confidence in the buying decision and buyer satisfaction with their purchase decision, because it reduces the level of buyers' perceived risk and uncertainty in the purchase decision. In our first video, we discussed the three definitions of brands. We also looked at brand association, which composed brand with relationships, in particular focusing on points of parity, which allow the brand to be part of the consideration set with its competitors, and points of difference, which allow the brand to stand out. In the examples we discussed, we saw how marketers have to spend efforts, energy, and money to build a brand, but that the brand can also be misunderstood by consumers. So should marketers spend so much time and money on brands? This is going to be the question. This is the question that this video is going to discuss, as we'll try to understand why brands are so valuable for both consumers and marketers. We will also discuss the concepts of brand equity and the criteria that you can use to measure brands. Brand equity can be defined as the financial value of goods derived from intangible brand benefit that exceed the goods' use value. In other words,